Okay, fáilte arás. Ceacht fiche trí inis. Lesson 23. A quick reminder that you really need to start with lesson 1, to follow the theories properly. And the way this works is that it's best really if when I ask a question, pause the recording, have a think about the answer, and then unpause so you can then compare your answer with my answer. And hopefully you were on the right track. The whole audio lesson thing seems to have gone quite well, so we're going to stick with that, see how it goes. And we'll get started with, first of all, if you want to reflect a question back at someone's asked you, what did you do, or how are you, or where were you, you can say, and yourself, by simply saying, agus tú hain. And so we know agus from before, it's just and then tú hain is yourself. So if someone asks you, for example, what did you do yesterday? How'd you say that? What did you do yesterday? Yep. Céireann tú inné. You can answer, say, I didn't do anything. Good. Ní dhearna mé rudair bí. Ní dhearna mé rudair bí. And then ask that question back by saying, and yourself. Agus tú hain. Well done. Just say it one more time. Agus tú hain. That's it. Now we're going to learn a couple new verbs in the past tense today, and the first one is I drank. Okay? Dol me. Dol. Dol me. Just say, how do you say then? I drank. Yep. Dol me. How would you say, I drank a pint of Guinness? Dol me pint of Guinness. Very good. Say, what did you do yesterday? Yep. Céireann tú inné. I didn't do anything. Ní dhearna mé fuach, or ní dhearna mé rudair bí. And yourself? Agus tú hain. Say, I was in the pub. Bhí mé sa pub. And I drank a pint of Guinness. Agus dol mé pint of Guinness. Now here's a great extra wee word that we can add in to imply some or a few, and it's coupla. So a couple of pints or a few pints would be coupla pinta. Can you say, I drank a few pints? Dol mé coupla pinta. Okay, very good. Say, I drank a few pints in the pub. Dol mé coupla pinta sa pub. Well done. Now the word 20 is fiche, and you don't need to make the word after 20 plural for reasons. So 20 pints is just fiche pinta. Same with coupla pinta, fiche pinta. Okay, can you say I drank 20 pints? Dol mé fiche pinta. Very good. Now, the other verb that I want to think about is for I got, and it's fuair. Fuair. Just say it again one more time. Fuair. Good. So fuair mé is I got. Fuair mé. How would you say I got a pint? Fuair mé pinta. Well done. We can use that for a whole range of different things, as we'll see shortly. But we're going to take a slight detour and ask again, what did you do yesterday? Céireann tú inné. Say, I went to Donegal. Hui mé go tír chánal. Ask, what was the weather like? Do you remember? Céimar a bhí in Hampshire. Well done. Céimar a bhí in Hampshire. Say, it was cold. Bhí sé fuair. But I was in the pub. Bhí mé sa pub. And I drank 20 pints. Agus dol mé fiche pinte. Now just think for a second about what was the weather like, right? Kjemer in Amshire is how was the weather. So how is Kjemer? Remember how to say how is the weather? Like how's the weather now? Good. Kjemer ta. Kjemer ta an Amshire. And if you want to say now, it's anish. Kjemer ta an Amshire anish. So Kjemer ta can be put simply together with tu, meaning you, to ask, how are you? Which we deliberately didn't do back in lesson 1 because you can find that in just about any course. But it's time to practice it now. Ask again, how are you? Kjemer ta tu. So, and remember, anish is now. So ask again, what did you do yesterday? Kjerin tu. I was in the pub and I drank 20 pints. Bhí mé sa pub, agus dul mé fiche pinte. Good. Now ask, how are you now? Well, Kjemer atá tú anish? Good. The answer could be Tá mé go mai, which of course is I am well. Just repeat it. Tá mé go mai. Good. So now we're going to think for a wee bit. We remember that, for example, when we were talking about the weather, Fuair was cold, but too cold. Remember how to say it was too cold? Bhí sé róúr. The fuair loses its sound and becomes róúr. So, we're going to work towards saying, I'm not too well, after drinking 20 pints, alright? So, we start with Tá mé go mai, and we're going to change mai to róhai, róhai. And that would be too well. And think then, how would you start that off to say, I'm not too well? It's not going to be ta, it's going to be níl. Very good. Níl mé róhai. I'm not too well. So, there was a long way to get there, but let's just ask the question. How are you now? Kjemer atá tú anish? And the answer, I'm not too well. Níl mé róhai. Níl mé róhai. Very good. So we're going to go back to fuair, okay? I got. Say again, I got a pint of Guinness. Fuair mé pinte Guinness. And say I got a couple of pints of Guinness. Fuair mé couple of pinte Guinness. Very good. And to make a question out of that, you're going to say, instead of fuair, an bhuair. An bhuair. So can you ask, did you get a pint of Guinness? An bhuair tú pinte Guinness. Very good. Ask, did you get a glass of whiskey? An bhuair tú glunne uisce ba? Super. Can you ask, would you like a pint of water? Ar bhaile pinte uisce? So what can we do with this? Ask, how are you? Kjemer atá tú? Say, I'm not too well. Níl mé róhai. I was in the pub yesterday. Bhí mé sa pub inné, and I drank 20 pints of Guinness. Agus dul mé fiche pinte Guinness. Say, would you like a pint of water now? Ar bhaile pinte uisce anish? Ask again, what did you do yesterday? Kjerin tú inné? Say, I didn't do anything. Ní dhearna mé rud ar bí. And yourself? Agus Tihian? Say, I went to Belfast. Hui me gupel farstja. But the weather was too cold. Ach, vi an amsur roer. And I went to the pub. Agus hui me gajim pub. Say, I drank 20 pints in the pub. Dol me fihe pintas of pub. And I ask, how are you now? Could you imra to an ish? Say, I'm not too well. Níl me rowai. And I ask, would you like a glass of water? Or why lat glinja ishke? And finish off by saying, I would like. Bwai, which is just the way to say yes. Bwai. Very good. You can see we're introducing some more complexity there. I hope it's not too much. Let me know. Hopefully we're pacing things in a reasonable way. We'll get plenty of repetition in over the next few lessons anyway. I hope it'll all become clear. Maishiv, amor.